a challenge.
Oh.
It's like a crash test dummy challenge of some kind. What the hell?
What?
God damn it, D.
What?
We live?
What happened?
We've been live.
Oh, no.
The TV went off.
Yeah, the TV stopped.
Oh, I get it. Oh, bitch.
We da bitches.
Yep.
I think you da bitch. All right. So this is like episode 7.
Are we counting this as an episode? Okay.
Of course. Would it not be?
I don't know.
It's the normal episode, or the normal 2, but with a guest star.
Yeah, just like a year after the last episode.
It has been just about a year. I think the last one we recorded was in like November.
Yeah, I think I just moved in.
Yeah, because we did 2 here, right?
Here. Did we?
I think so.
Okay.
About what?
Anyway.
You'll find out.
So,
So I've been calling these to be determined, but I don't think D really likes it.
no, not at all.
Well, until
we find a better name, whatever.
we find a better name, it's to be determined. So this is episode 7. I'm JT. We got D, and then we have a guest star who hasn't decided a pseudonym yet.
No. Just Matt.
Just going by Matt.
Yeah. Could be half of the people we know right now.
That's true. We can leave
Yeah.
it. If our friend group is a sample size of the population, half of everybody in the world is named Matt.
Yep.
So I think
It's
you're
the best
safe.
name.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we're going with the numbers.
Yeah.
Most
The
common.
numbers are wrong.
Technical difficulties? Do y'all like that? I don't know if I like that.
What?
The
Oh, the cat eye?
Yeah.
Wing thing? It depends on the chick.
It's so hot right now.
okay. It was hot like in 2000.
Some girls are good with it. Some don't know how to do it, and it looks bad.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
She has it right there.
I know.
I think this is a commercial for that.
No. This is
It's not?
for Dr. Pepper or something.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a weird transition from Maybelline to Coca-Cola.
For the audio listeners out there, we're watching a commercial of Coca-Cola, but before that was girls putting on cat eye makeup.
Yeah.
Tell us your thoughts. Leave us a drop.
I'm good. I've had enough drops in you setting up the mic setup to
That's
last me
true.
a lifetime.
You'll be happy to know that while the NSA may have maintained recording of those, they were deleted.
Thank goodness.
So they're out of my control.
For now.
For now, indeed. So we had a homework assignment before this podcast.
How did this come to be? I can't remember the exact specifics of it.
So the origins or this particular iteration?
Of this homework assignment, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or both.
It started from back in the day.
It did. So we'll take it back. We'll take it way back.
Like
So,
way back.
Like
7
way
years
back. Yeah. 2011, back in college. I had recently made my run through The Sopranos, and I was trying to get people to watch it who hadn't. And Matt had not watched The Sopranos, and I figured it'd be right up his alley.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, it's a trash TV show. I don't want to watch it." So I made him a deal. I would watch his trash TV show, which was True Blood.
True Blood.
Which at least that had a significant amount of boobs.
Vampires.
I mean, spoilers, but they're both on HBO, okay?
Yeah.
And they both wrapped up like 5 years ago. This is a spoiler cast. If you haven't seen a TV show that came out in 1999, don't watch it. Or don't listen to this.
I just meant spoilers as in we may not have seen boobs in Sopranos yet, but they're going to happen.
We have.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't Svetlana or whatever
What?
his guma?
There's many scenes inside the strip club.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true. I forgot about that.
What is the name of the strip club?
No idea.
Can't remember.
Really? It's the Bada Bing.
Okay. The last time I watched the show before this homework assignment was like when it happened.
Fair enough. All right. So the deal was he was going to watch True Blood. I was going to watch.
No, I was going to watch
Sorry,
Sopranos.
excuse me. I was going to watch True Blood. He was going to watch Sopranos.
Yeah.
I watched every single episode of True Blood.
And I bailed after 2 seasons.
Yeah, and you hadn't
3
seen.
seasons?
but one episode maybe of The Sopranos
never
until
seen any.
until today.
Yeah, until today.
So we finished your show
Quickly.
before. You haven't finished your show.
No. I've
Okay.
only seen the first 3 seasons, I think.
All right.
That's because it's a trash show.
Yeah.
So The Sopranos is actually good.
Yeah.
Fast forward to now.
Yeah, how did
were
we get on
talking-
this?
I think
It
it's
was
probably
on
a
the
birthday.
90s thing.
It was on the crawl.
Okay.
And
We were
it's,
talking about that.
yeah, at some point in the night, I brought up that I'm still miffed that you still haven't watched The Sopranos.
Okay.
And we were talking about recording a podcast, and
Yeah.
this was your price of entry. Was you had to watch the first 3 episodes of The Sopranos.
Yep.
Now, confession time. I didn't watch the first 3 episodes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I did.
But I still remember.
You still remember
First
them?
3?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people
my
died
God.
in the first 3 episodes?
The first
lot.
episode, only one person dies.
That guy got hit right in the nuts. One person dies, huh?
I think that's right. Right?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's Christopher. Chrissy takes care of the
Czech guy.
Yeah, the Czechoslovakian problem.
Okay, no, sorry. I'll shut up now. So, Matthew, what do you think? Oh, wait. Your name is Matt.
So far, so good. 3 episodes, yeah. It's pretty good. I'm interested.
Yeah. So, how did you like the first scene? Oh, I can't remember where they were leaving, but whenever they're driving around and
Oh, they find that guy.
they find that guy that owes Tony money, and he's like, "There he goes, right there. Go get him!" And they just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, well, the one guy gets kicked in the balls.
What does he keep telling to the psychiatrist? On this, I cannot go into detail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a guy that I worked with.
Oh, we had coffee. That's what
We
they
had
said.
coffee.
Then they show him dropping the coffee on the floor.
Yeah.
Is the whole show like the premise of him telling his psychiatrist?
It's a big theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that was happening, and then that's what happened in the first 3 episodes. I thought that was weird.
Yeah. I didn't either, actually. The first time that I sat down to watch The Sopranos, I was like, this is just like Analyze That.
Yeah.
Or Analyze This.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
didn't know that was going to be a bit.
I can't remember which one came out first, but it was one of those, like, simultaneous concepts. Like, it was around the same time. Was that a midget getting hit in the balls?
Hey,
In
come
the
on.
stomach.
Sorry,
Yeah,
excuse me.
person.
Little person.
He's not. He's getting hit in the ball.
He's got a
he's
nice
Guess it was the balls. That's not his balls.
You know, they say
Close
that little people, their penises do not shrink with their body size, so it often looks like they have extremely large penises.
But they're just a regular dick.
Yeah.
By the way, have you ever seen a
Fun
fat
fact
midget?
for you.
Fat.
Because I don't think they're not fat.
I actually have seen fat midgets, but that's
No way.
because the wife watches like
Little
Whoa,
people.
little
careful now.
people Dallas, little people Atlanta, little
Oh.
people LA.
I was interested to see where that was going.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay.
Does that say bro fund me?
Yeah.
This show is the height of
This is what, Big Brother? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, this-
idiocracy.
You know, we would have had like 4 concussions by the end of this contest.
Not me. I'd been good.
You know, you used to say that about hangovers too. You better watch
Oh,
out.
God.
Yeah.
I just got a new helmet though, so.
Life catches up with all. Helmets do not prevent concussions.
Oh, they did not.
They do not. Helmets only keep your brains inside your skull.
Oh, well, I'd like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps you from dying, but concussions happen whenever your brain runs into the inside of your skull, so a helmet doesn't really
Oh.
help with that. I spent a lot of time reading about it when I was suffering
Researched.
the symptoms. Yeah. Do the research online
Online,
like
like
I
we-
did. It's just a midget getting hit in the balls. Sorry, excuse me. Little person.
Okay.
So back to The Sopranos. So you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good.
What did you think about Christopher's chosen method of disposing of the body?
Which was? The only one I remember them is they were trying to throw it in that dumpster.
Oh, that's right. They did. No. So they were trying to throw it in the
But
dumpster, and then they
get
couldn't.
in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So they just left it there.
Did they?
I think so.
For some reason, I was thinking they cut him up.
Pussy took them.
Oh, yeah,
Pussy, yeah, because Pussy said it'd be better for them not to find the body.
Okay, yeah, I remember that, yeah. I remember them trying to throw it in there and thinking there's no way in hell it's going in there, and then it didn't.
Yeah. So you got this dynamic kind of right now of Chris just kind of has the fuck the man attitude, and it's a weird point in the mafia history where I guess they're not making men anymore because the FBI is pretty much owning them, and so it's kind of a weird spot too because it's kind of the twilight of the mafia as we know it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he brings it up in this episode, but he does say it at some points in the show, where he says, "Do you ever feel like you get in at the end?"
That's his first talk with the psychiatrist.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that's why it stuck with me so much. But
There you go.
yeah, that really sets up the tone for like how everything unfolds for him,
Okay.
because he's, Tony Soprano is currently not the head of the Soprano crime family,
Yeah.
or it was actually called like the DeMaio crime family or something at that time. But
So, yeah.
he's not the head of the crime family in Jersey. He's the captain. And this is the most distracting thing ever. They're getting spanked.
It's really not that hard, so I don't know what the difficulty is here. Besides the guy getting hit in the balls.
I don't even know what they're doing. Like, are they
Seems like-
failing at something?
It seems like they're supposed to outlast it. I don't think she's attractive.
No.
You don't like that
Her
glossy
eyebrows are
lip?
a little weird, but she's a little skinny.
She looks like she would yell at you every day until you died about everything that you're doing wrong in life.
Cool. Sign me up, I guess.
That doctor is not bad looking.
Yeah.
The fake doctor, who's most definitely a model.
So who's the head of the family at this point? Is it April?
It's Jackie. Yeah,
Jackie.
April.
Okay.
So
He's
it's-
sick.
He's sick.
He
Yeah.
got cancer, yeah.
Yeah. There's multiple Aprils, though, right?
Yeah. There's Jackie Jr.,
Jack Jr. Okay.
which is that Freddie Prinze Jr. looking kid.
Gotcha. He doesn't come in until quite a bit later.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
yeah.
gonna say who? Because now I know it's Tony and the uncle. are
Yeah,
trying to
his
go for
uncle-
the head.
So
Uncle June.
Yeah, which is like the major point of contention right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Junior,
they know that Jackie's dying
Yeah.
and that somebody's going to have to take boss.
yeah.
And there's, each of their crews want the other to get it. So Tony's crew wants Tony to get it, and obviously Tony does. And then Junior is like, it was, I believe Tony's father was head of the family.
Yeah.
And then it should have gone to Junior, but for some reason it went to Jackie.
Because Junior was... Oh, yeah. So, I mean, Junior's pissed off that Tony, his dad, got it first off because he's a younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought that he had put in the work. So now it's just like he's getting fucked every iteration where he's
Yeah.
not the head of it.
Which that comes in more and more because Junior is a horrible cunt in a lot of...
You pretty much get that just about every fucking family member of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Bro, they're right here.
Oh, they are. Damn, look at you, all Boy Scout and shit.
Boy Scout.
Sorry, Eagle Scout. Did you make it, Eagle?
Eagle Boy Scout?
Yes. I feel like I bring this up drunkenly like every other day.
Not as often as I would expect. That's
Okay.
that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Eagle Scout?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
I think so. It goes. Was it Wolf?
Wolfpack?
Wolf, and then
That's
Bear.
Cub Scouts.
Yeah. I never made it out of that.
So,
Yeah, me
yeah. That's about 10 years before
I made it to
Eagle's even possible.
the second iteration of Boy Scouts. Cub Scouts, sorry.
Yeah, so usually, like, your Eagle Scouts, you'll hit Eagle, like, right at 16. And I got it at 14 because I had no life.
No, because you're
Bro.
a Banff, man.
Bragging.
Because they're towards
Put
the
that on
end,
his bragging
you've
rights.
got to be in, like, certain ranks for 6 months.
Yeah.
And so, like, I just fit it in like I'm so good at.
What movie was it? Was it the remake of Red Dawn? Or it was Red Dawn. I don't know if it was the original or the first one where they were like, and it shows here that you were in a military organization, the Scouts. But we digress.
Yep.
Back to Uncle June being an horrible cunt.
Yeah.
He's an ornery old guy, and he's gotten passed over a lot in his life, and he thinks it's his time.
He's like the very not what you would think a a mobster
Yeah.
kind of guy looks like. Like,
Complete opposite.
I've watched that show in its entirety, and I still think he's gonna jump off the bus and shoo people to fucking Six Flags.
Dun, 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 dun,
He wears that
dun.
weird like golf hat.
Yeah.
thing,
Dun,
and
dun,
then big
dun.
old glasses.
Yeah. So there's the I can't get the image of that dude dancing around.
Yeah, it's
That banger bus is coming.
especially because that's like when the show was at its height was when that stupid fucking commercial was on
Six
every other
Flags
week.
commercial, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Dick Wolf has another show.
Is it about Law and Order?
No, yeah. Police.
It's about
Crime.
the police.
Couldn't you say that about every fucking Dick Wolf show?
So a conversation for later on in this podcast. What is the greatest like crime, cop, whatever, bad guys and robbers?
Movie?
We'll go movie and then also
Okay.
TV show. So
Okay.
think about that while we're going through this.
Done.
But Uncle June, whenever you haven't seen this yet, but whenever you go back in the show, there's some flashbacks where it shows him when he was a younger man, and he looked like a mobster back then. That's just
Is he too old now, or is he out of the life?
well, he's a boss or a capo, which is the underboss. But yeah, he doesn't have to go out and beat people up. He tells people to do it, so he doesn't have to look the part.
That's the one dude that Tony always makes fun of him for looking like a Jersey guinea.
Yeah.
That's his boy. I forget his name. You know this if you watch the show.
Polly? Not
no,
Polly?
not Paulie. He's not part of his crew. He's part of Junior's crew.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's always wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Is Bobby Bacala in the first 3 episodes?
I can't
That
remember.
doesn't sound familiar.
He's a giant dude, and he's got the biggest gut of anybody on the show.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
They always refer to him as that fat fuck Bobby
No,
Bacala.
I don't think so.
So there's a lot of bits in there about how they look like mobsters. It comes up over and over again, but
Yeah.
maybe I should watch the first 3 because I'm talking more about what happens later in the
Yeah,
show.
exactly. And this guy's a virgin over here.
Sopranos virgin. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of virgins. Oh, he's gone.
Zuckerberg.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
think
No
you think
way,
he's
dude.
still no
No, but he
got enough
perpetually
money to
looks
pay
like
for
it. Like,
man? What's the minimum amount of money for you to not a
$20.
prostitute,
Oh.
not a prostitute, but for like a high like for like girls to start throwing themselves at you because they want a piece.
what's the
Man,
Like, how much money do you have to be in it for it to be publicly known?
publicly known.
Yeah, because I mean,
Man.
I don't know about you guys personally, but I don't have women throwing themselves at me, so I know it's not how much money I make. So I know it's got to be more.
dude? This dude is he's cuddling with the 3rd girl in this episode. This guy,
Maybe
Whatever,
he likes
how
to
much
cuddle.
money he has. That's
I admire it.
Well, that's famous.
I mean, I would say like 100. I don't know, 150.
I like how they have
Thousand?
You
two
just gotta,
cameras.
you just gotta play it like you have a lot of money.
Well, so that's how much you make a year, right? But that's not your net worth.
Yeah,
And playing it like you got money doesn't always work either.
it does until they realize you don't have the money.
Well,
Hey.
as long as you got them for 12 hours, that's all you need,
It's
right?
easier to
12
sustain
minutes.
a higher liquid revenue for a short amount of time. So I could blow like, $2,000 to $3,000 to show a girl a good night.
Yeah,
Versus,
for doing it for 6 months.
yeah, exactly.
Fair point. That's also why everyone looks like rock stars in Vegas.
Yeah,
Because they're like, I got this money I've been saving up for 5 months, and I'm going to blow it all in 2
yeah.
days.
I would say however much money it costs to get VIP, then girls will throw themselves at you.
All right.
Because if you're in VIP, girls want to know why you're there.
Apparently, it costs $46 a drink.
Hey, you
I
just
think-
got to get in there. Who said you got to buy drinks?
I think that's the biggest lie that club promoters ever told, is like figuring out a way to like put
Depends on the club, yeah.
like a class within the club system so that
Yeah.
makes you look like you got money.
That episode of Parks and Rec was probably the best iteration of that when Entertainment 720 was going out of business.
Yeah.
And they're throwing this big old party. I know, Matt, you haven't
Yeah, I
seen,
haven't
it,
seen it.
but they're throwing the party, and then there's like the super ultra exclusive room. We can't even get in.
She looks like Nicole Richie.
That's who
That's
she looks-
it.
She might be.
No,
Times are tough.
Times are tough.
she's not as attractive now as she was earlier. Listening
Like 30 years ago?
like 30 minutes ago. In the
Wait. You said Christina Ricci or the other
Nicole
Ricci?
Richie.
Nicole Richie, yeah.
Okay.
The
Now,
one that was always
Christina
hanging.
Ricci.
show. No,
No.
not
Yes.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you fucking kidding
Oh,
me?
she's
Yeah.
alright.
Go look her up right now. Look, Black Snake
What?
Moan.
Oh,
Oh, that
was-
was Christina? All right. Yeah,
with,
she was.
Samuel L.
Yeah.
But she was also like slutty and
Yeah,
nasty
super
looking.
naked and stuff.
also an actress doing her job.
What a
She's
job.
also in Casper.
Yeah, that's where I know her from, so that's why maybe I have some aversion to
Why is
it.
his nail black? Just the one.
Coke.
Oh, that's if it was long. Yeah, okay.
Would y'all go on this show?
Yeah, no.
No.
Like, bullshit. So, you had no work repercussions. Like, you could come back, you'd still have your job, no issues. But you'd have to know that your parents may or may not be watching the show.
What's the payoff that we're on the show?
Yeah,
You don't have to
fame.
work for
How much do they get paid to be on this show?
They probably make a couple thousand an episode.
maybe, yeah, like enough just to not be homeless when they get home.
They probably make more. They probably make $100,000 for the season.
Yeah,
And my parents would watch. My mom. I don't know.
potentially.
Potentially, she ain't watching Big Brother.
I wouldn't care.
I mean,
My parents love me for who I am.
Is you single though?
I don't care. My dad would probably.
Well,
be
see,
like,
there is my wife watching.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you.
That being said, I don't know. I guess it should say, not is my wife watching, but am I married in this scenario? Because
Yeah.
it changes how I act.
Yeah.
That top night is douchey as fuck.
It's interesting.
Interesting. You want one?
If
gonna-
I was locked in a room with that, I would totally cut that in
I
the
was
middle of the
gonna say,
night just to
have you
see
seen that-
shit happen.
Have you seen that video where that guy goes and cuts man buns?
Yeah.
Dude, I bet bros get so mad about
Oh my
that.
God. I mean, I would
Would you?
if it was my man bun.
Yeah.
and I was
It's
rocking
hair.
it.
It grows back.
Yeah, but who are you to cut my hair?
It's
Look,
like
we're
somebody
talking about
buzzing
things.
your beard, man. Like,
We're talking about things I will never understand.
Yeah, because I won't have a man bun.
I could have a man bun.
Do it.
I said I
You-
could, not that I.
You motherfuckers.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
It's the comparison to you growing your beard out to your collar, and then
then
somebody coming and just drilling
that
it.
was like your bit.
I'll give you that. Although I think beards grow slower than hair.
Oh yeah,
There you
way.
go. Yeah.
But yeah,
probably.
so it's like if somebody went to the hillbilly that we know.
Yeah.
Would he be pissed if you just?
Oh my god. Yeah, he'd probably fight you.
But that would be my bit. Like, if I got on one of these shows, I would make entertainment happen until they voted me off.
Oh, this is a voting show?
Yeah. But I don't think anybody know. Just the fans. And I just count on the fans to keep me.
If you're pretty awesome, the fans would keep you.
I don't know. I think a couple of my ex-girlfriends would have a pretty hard campaign against that.
They ain't watching Big Brother, are they?
They just destroy that.
At least you know they're
the kind
still
of girls I
mad.
date. What?
At least you know they're still mad. That means they still care.
Yeah.
If
They
they
got feelings, bro.
yeah.
That itch doesn't go away.
No,
Sorry.
what you don't want is for them to see it and be like, eh.
Look at this idiot. He's on Big Brother.
I think being ghosted, being nothing, is the worst thing that could
Yes.
ever happen. Because if you just don't matter.
Ghosting sucks.
If you
What
ghost
the
people,
fuck
just
is she
the-
wearing?
bad.
It is. But it's also how you win the breakup.
Oh man.
What a moron.
What the? Okay. We gotta
Yeah.
stop watching this.
Yeah, we do. It's hard to watch. Yeah, back to the Sopranos. So, you know, the price of entry for you to come back on the podcast is you got to watch the next three.
Okay.
How about you
Despite
watch
that.
3 period?
I'll watch the 6 of them before we do the next one. If we didn't have that, would you still watch the next 3?
Yeah.
You in?
Mhm.
You in?
Yeah.
It just took 8 fucking years.
It did.
All you had to do was give it a try.
Yeah. Well, Anna didn't have a place to watch it, but it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Ah,
Which is,
And there isn't really a whole lot of good television on right now.
no.
not right now, no.
Besides, I'd be watching the tour if I wasn't watching.
You know,
I-
Only 4 stages left. Though,
I get
so-
golf.
I know. I do want to watch today.
Y'all suck. Like I get golf. I've started coming around and watching golf every now and then.
You gotta watch the majors, dude.
The tour just so boring.
No, it's not.
These guys look uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah, but
All right,
once
so
you ride a lot, you figure out it's hard.
this segment is going to be about cycling.
No, it's not.
So there was something pretty interesting that happened yesterday during the tour.
The guy that broke his kneecap?
No, did you see this?
Maybe. What stage?
22.
No, there's only 21.
It was 21. It was whatever was playing yesterday.
I
So
don't think I've seen it.
So, well, no spoilers because it happened really early on. But there was They were riding through a poor part of France, where a lot of the farmers were they're not very well off, and the government classified them as needing assistance, and so they were giving the farmers a lot of money because it wasn't I don't know, whatever. So they were getting subsidized from the government. Well, the government was going to change the classification of the area to not a poor farming community or whatever, so they're going to lose that subsidy. Mm-hmm. So as the tour was going by, they were protesting, and they were like sitting in the middle of the road. They were fucking with the race. And so the cops started pepper spraying these farmers.
Oh, okay. I've seen video of it.
Okay, yeah. So
I haven't seen that stage yet, but I've seen video.
Yeah, so they pepper sprayed the fuck out of these farmers as the tour was going by.
And I've seen riders like,
Yeah, so they're like, oh, God, I got pepper sprayed. What the shit? And so they stopped the race. Everybody got like cleaned up or whatever, and they had a rolling start to get everything going back.
Okay. I've seen the video of the pepper spray, but
yeah.
How do you recover from that?
You
ride so fucking far, and now you can't see. I know it's not that bad.
Close to the end ish, though, right?
No, it was like only 20 miles in.
Okay.
On a 135-mile stage.
God.
Could you imagine that? Like, I've ridden 180 miles on my bike so far. They do that in a day.
They do like 112 average every day for 19 out of 21 days.
All right, Matt. Say you start at
I couldn't do a tour
5 a.m.
a tour stage.
and you have no like
flat stage
riding
I could do.
restrictions. Like you won't be cut off anywhere.
I have a
And you've
I have a
all
closed
day.
course like they do.
Yeah, like pretty much anywhere you want to ride in DFW.
Oh, in DFW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I could do.
No, but how long could you ride and for how far you think? You got all day.
I don't know.
Okay.
150 miles.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
In 8 hours, I think I could do 150 miles.
I might get 50, and that's if I start at the high five and go all the way back down, then come right back.
As long as it's not too hilly and the temperature's okay. Yeah.
See, I think you'd be good with the highways.
Yeah, like I could do a tour stage, a flat one. One with hills, no. Like a 120-mile tour stage. Give me 8 hours, I could do it. Because they do it in like 5.
Could you do that in like a ring? They do that in like 5, don't they?
Yeah.
Dude, that ring shit. Okay, I'll
But they
watch
just-
that.
They got.
Oh,
gears
the
on that,
Melodrome?
tracks.
Yeah.
They got like fixies, but
Yeah.
single speeds.
No, I'm talking about like if you were doing like a circuit. So if you're riding around
I mean,
Texas
they'll get
Motor
bored.
Speedway, could you
Oh.
do 150 miles in a day
In a day, yeah, easy.
around Texas Motor Speedway?
150 miles, yeah.
The point that I'm getting at is I think it's harder to go further distances if you're looking at the same fucking thing over and over again.
I believe
You
in
get
that.
bored, yeah.
Because like my normal ride, which has become routine at this point, is the same fucking shit over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's
It's like
why they say-
13 miles
Yeah.
in an hour.
You can hit a plateau and you need to switch up your route.
That's
Yeah.
why I hate just treadmills. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going nowhere.
Yeah. But I did 24 miles whenever I was riding someplace that I'd never been before, and it was kind of like exploring.
Yeah.
Even though I was fucking
Yeah.
tired, I was still like, man, let's fucking go.
Because there's times when you forget about it and you're just like
Exploring,
going,
kind of
yeah,
looking around. Yeah.
looking at the road, making sure you're not running over cracks or going to break your bike or something.
Yeah.
And 6 miles go by and you're like, oh, okay.
I will say this, I cannot wait for it to cool the fuck off. Because every time I go on these rides, I do it after work because it's the only time that I really
did
can.
it last summer after work. It's rough.
It's fucking brutal. 100 and anything above 100 is
Yeah.
it's awful. So the way I'm thinking it, the way that I'm looking at it is I'm suffering now so that whenever the weather gets nicer, it'll be easier and I can go further and have more fun.
See,
Whatever.
I did that in preparation for D-Day. I was like, I'll just keep on running and walking out in the heat of the day.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when D-Day comes around, I won't be so
Yeah, 'cause
miserable. And I
D-Day
still
wasn't bad
miserable.
for me. I was good.
It was still pretty rough. It got rough at the end of the day because I walked out. That's always the worst.
Yeah.
I was actually really fortunate that me and Gosser got shot out and they wouldn't let us reinsert because we hopped on a truck, rode the truck out.
Yeah.
And then when I got back, I realized I had like 2 inches of fucking wood sticking in my leg.
Yeah.
That would have been awful to walk out with that.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
That's it.
it's just now healing.
Boom.
What is it, like almost a year? It's been a month.
Yeah, and
5
still somehow there's no video.
You know, all right, let me talk about this.
Yeah.
You guys need to use the play pause button more often.
What's that?
No.
Because you've recorded like 3 hours of trash.
See, that's the problem. Is that I lost so much good footage last year, thinking that I paused it.
Okay, yeah.
So my bet was if I turn it on, I'll fucking record until the battery dies. And I'm sorry, that sucks for you. I do feel bad, but at the same time, it ensured that I actually got footage. Because I know you edited our shit last year, and you've made the comment like, D, there's like 4 30-second clips on here. What the fuck?
Yeah, which I would much prefer now that I've seen the other side of it.
Fuck you.
But honestly, that's the reason why the video is taking so long is because every time I sit down, I look down and I see that I have
Just garbage.
I've got
Tree
6
for
hours
7
of
hours.
trash I have to watch.
I'm sorry. I am listening to you.
Oh my God.
I just watched some chick. I don't even know what this is,
is
but she was
Knockout.
straddling
Yeah.
a pole, and then she got hit with one of those rings right in the nose. And it looked like the Pacioretty check by Chara.
Oh my God, where it damn near killed him.
Yeah. Anyway, so how about this? Next year, I will try to get used to editing myself, and I will edit my own footage to send you, and you can do what you want
Are
with
we
it.
going to do that next year or no?
Well, that's another hot contention. We will do something. There will be a paintball event in the summer.
We'll see. Yeah.
There will be. We just don't know what it'll be yet because that is one of the things that I look forward to every year, and it's not about the
Exactly.
paintball.
It's just, it's a fun
It's
trip.
going out, doing the things, like just being with the guys again, like we used to back in college.
Problem is, half of the group is getting married next year. So
Who?
That's true.
everyone else,
Uh,
literally everybody else except for us.
Goose, Matty Bow,
Oh,
Nelson,
Nelson.
Little Nelson.
Little Nelson.
Little Nelson.
Old Nelson. Not
Okay, so
not Buff
almost
Nelson.
half the group.
Yeah. No, it's pretty much half.
We're the last two, bro.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, until one of y'all gets divorced.
Who's the first to get divorced? Let's
don't
not
see any
let's
of y'all.
not bring that up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see anybody.
Yeah, how many more trips to Vegas?
One more like we did.
Look at that guy.
He looks
Photo.
fabulous, Crow.
He looks like a bird, just without that.
Pasha.
Look at that arm fat.
Bro.
We
39.
all right.
He's an ER Norse.
Norse?
Shut up.
All right.
Norse god.
So we're gonna try go ride Saturday
Yeah.
without you.
I'll go.
You're going?
What time?
We're gonna go early, so yeah, you could probably
I can
go.
do it.
Yeah.
Like,
We can do the ride that I did, which was
Better
leave from my place, go up the Katy Trail, connect across, and then go over to White Rock, down White Rock, through the Santa Fe, back through Deep Ellum.
When you go up Katy Trail.
And
to
you stop right before it ends, and then cut
go on
over.
airport or whatever.
I don't know.
You go up near SMU because that's how I used to go.
You'll probably know better than me. I actually had to stop and like Google, like, how the fuck do I keep going? Because it just ends. The Katy
I
Trail
can
does.
do. I know. Yeah, I used to do a ride over to SMU down Armstrong, whole Katy Trail, up on airport, up Hillcrest, over through SMU, through University.
damn, I forget how far Hillcrest goes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Preston
University,
went far, but
and then you can go like up and around the village and go down Fisher to get to the White Rock, or I would go
So-
down Skillman.
I only had to ride. I didn't have to ride on the street at all. I had to cross over 75.
They got the bridge up there now.
Not
Did you go
on
near the train
Katy Trail.
tracks?
No.
Oh.
Like, so I went to the end of the Katy Trail and then backtracked a little bit,
Okay.
crossed over 75, and then it's trails the rest of the way.
Huh.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway.
because I was always riding on the street, and I would ride through SMU.
I don't want to ride on the street.
Yeah, especially.
It's not bad. I mean,
Well, the time that I've been going, like in the morning on a Saturday, I don't think will be that
Yeah.
bad. But I was riding in the afternoon, and
in the morning, depending on time, streets aren't bad.
We're gonna have to drive up there though.
That's fine.
You cool with that?
I can take my bike.
yeah, you guys can park at my place, and we can
Yeah.
ride out from there.
We're
How
Okay.
long is the ride? 25 miles?
24. Well, 23 and change.
Okay.
cool. We're
I think it'll be so. Before our ride, the Dallas bike ride that we did last year, I had never ridden more than I think the longest ride I did previously was like 12 miles, and I had like died. And then up until that, it was normally like 5-mile runs, whatever. And so 5 miles, 7 miles, 12 miles was the longest. And then we did the Dallas bike ride, and it was 20 miles. And I didn't feel that tired.
Yeah. We had a slow pace.
It was a slow pace, but it was also, I think, the fact that we were kind of going together.
Yeah.
And I wasn't focusing on what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was focusing on
Yeah.
passing people was another thing because
I'd say-
everybody was riding so fucking slow.
It also helped that we had to stop every fucking mile for me to fix my chain.
Yeah. And at the time, I didn't think that was that big of a difference. But now that I've been riding a little bit more, like stopping for like 30, 45 seconds makes a big deal.
That's why sometimes,
Yeah.
you're riding and you get caught at, I ride on the street, so if you get caught at a light, like, okay, I could kind of use this light, get off the seat a little bit, rest your ass, get some drink.
Yeah.
So the problem that I'm going to run into, and that I'm worried about slightly, is that was the last time I rode my bike.
Was it really?
Yeah. I rode it around here once, and I just couldn't get anywhere. It was at like 5 p.m. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is kind of pointless. So I'm going to be in pretty rough shape. But
You
I
ready
run.
to do 20-something miles?
what?
Ready
What?
to do 20-something miles?
Sure.
We might have to go early if it's going to take a couple hours.
Yeah. I think take off. What time does the sun start coming out? About 7?
Oh, that's right.
About 6 is when the sun comes out.
Okay.
Is it like 8?
Yeah. It took me 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was, I mean, my average pace is like 12 and a half to 13 minutes a mile. Or 13 miles an hour. There we go.
I think I had no chance.
I didn't know this was hosted by Kevin Hart.
Yeah, you can barely see him.
Oh, my God.
He's short.
Oh.
You see where the handrail's like up to his shoulders.
Let's see how far this guy makes it.
I'm
Nope.
one step.
This is just watching people hurt themselves. Is all
I mean,
this
it's
is.
Wipeout in
yeah,
a closed
Wipeout,
setting.
but yeah.
Wipeout,
With a little bit of American Gladiators.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Wipeout was all in the commentating too.
Yeah.
This you just have fucking Kevin Hart
You
just
can't
laughing
go
at
slow,
everybody.
bro.
Well, it's hard for fat people to be light on their feet.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you get a Freedom Juice?
He brought him.
I got one more.
Does this say Freedom?
Reserve. This is the one that apparently George Washington's recipe that they've found, which is probably some nonsense, but
That's
Probably
the
like
biggest
some-
load of shit I've ever heard.
No, it's a George Washington from like Birmingham, Alabama, 1978. Like, not the fucking whatever.
donation of $1 per case to the Folds of Honor, though.
That's good. Can I get a beer, please?
Okay, what we
Thank
talk
you.
about next?
Well, are we done? We're done with cycling.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. So we're gonna ride Saturday, and then if we do this again in the near future, we'll
Let's
talk
see.
about it.
See how far you
Alright.
progressed.
Oh, I'm not worried about me progressing. I'll either die or I won't. I actually run though,
Oh,
so
but that's the different. It's totally different.
yeah,
It
I
is.
think I'll be okay.
Cardio's okay, but can your leg and ass take the 20 miles?
I mean, I'm not gonna speak for the endurance of my ass because that will just
You have
lead me
shorts?
to a back. Yeah, we've talked about this. I rode with you guys.
You have,
Yeah.
you have shorts with pads.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get another pair though, because where it links up around my thigh is too tight,
Yeah.
and so it'll like constrict and like.
What
So you-
size do you have? Because I have like I have like
Some from your fat
two or
days.
3 pairs, yeah, of extra larges that I can
See, yeah, that's
Yeah, bring them by.
my.
get rid of.
My actually have. Remember, we've talked about this. I have the full bib,
Yeah.
so and they actually fit me a lot better now because I have lost a few pounds. We've all lost a few pounds.
Yeah,
Since November, yeah.
I think I'm back where I was in November. So
Yeah,
that's good.
I pulled up our spreadsheet from when we were working out in
Before his wedding?
November. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, when we were
Way back.
P96 in it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Just
even before that.
Last November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, before his wedding.
No, that was after my wedding.
Yeah, it was after.
I thought we were trying to get down before your wedding. We had a little
That was in the summer.
who can lose the most before your wedding.
I don't know if I was part of that.
I think you were.
I don't know who won.
I
I did.
I have no memory
You
in
did?
this place. Of course you did. You've lost like 100 pounds.
70.
It might as
I
well
was
be.
202 this morning.
Have you been under 200 yet?
No,
That's
You
gonna
have to
happen.
be.
it's gonna happen.
We've
Now,
talked about this.
remember, I wanted to do it by Friday, so
By Friday, yeah.
hopefully tomorrow's ride. When I wake up Friday, we'll see. But
Fucking A,
should be
man.
close-ish, 211, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm one.
I'm ready to see that 199.
Yeah, dude, it's a
gonna be awesome.
huge. Yeah. The problem is that's usually when some people say that, being myself, are like, "Fuck yeah, I did it! Now I'm gonna go wild tonight."
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat like a double cheeseburger and drink 15 beers.
Yeah.
Eat, drink.
Which I will say, it's not good in the long
Sounds
run.
fun.
But there have been some times where like I will weigh myself and I'll weigh okay, and then I'll work out. I might work out that evening, but we'll go out and we'll drink some beers and maybe have some liquor, and then you weigh yourself the next morning. You feel like shit, but you're like, holy cow,
Yeah,
I still
dude.
lost like 3 pounds.
Any lengthy drinking fest.
Well, the real
Is
key is don't
under.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are attempting to lose weight, but you're an alcoholic or borderline alcoholic like us, the key is don't eat. Like, don't eat that after meal. Like, you're gonna feel like absolute trash the next day, but that after meal just goes straight to your waistline.
Even Sunday morning,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
lost weight, even though we went to Buzzbrews or whatever.
Which let's touch on that a little bit later because
Yeah,
that
I
was a
was telling
fucking
him, yeah.
shit show.
He missed some shenanigans.
You would have rage quit the restaurant. We rage
Dude.
quit the restaurant.
I mean,
I-
we did. How much did we throw down?
We throw down 50. It was probably
Okay.
a $60 check.
I thought we
What?
had thrown down 50. Okay, yeah.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So the manager did tell me he was going to discount my food, and then
did he?
20 minutes later he didn't come back. So I just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to take my own discount."
What? I mean, what happened?
All right.
Oh my god.
So we sat down.
There's 5 of us.
No, there's 4.
Maddie Bill left.
Okay, yeah.
Maddie Bill left.
No.
Shortly after I did.
Yeah.
You, Amy, Brian, Mindy.
No, Mindy went home.
Mindy
at like,
was gone before I was gone.
Yeah.
Mindy D-Road dip.
No, she didn't.
Did she say goodbye?
Yeah, she did. It was when we left.
Oh, I don't
No,
remember.
she was after you because she came to that bar after you.
No. She was
No.
before. It was before.
fuck me,
Yeah. But so after we go to Buzzbrews, we get there at like 12:30,
Yeah,
12:45.
Yeah.
And they came by relatively quickly to
yeah, quick.
to like get like our order,
Yeah. Drink order real quick.
drink order real quick.
We got water. Everybody got water, and then me and you got a beer.
Yeah, me and you got a beer. That was the just foamiest sounding burp.
God damn it. We talked about this before we started recording, like our mic etiquette,
I don't have any.
and it's
It
gone.
goes out the wall.
I'm a rookie.
Fucking rook.
You're doing it on purpose. You know.
Maybe.
So, yeah, we sit down, we order, and then it takes like 15 to 20 minutes before she comes back to get our food. Like to take our order for our food.
Yeah. No beers, no water yet.
No beers, no water after
Oh,
20 minutes.
Okay.
It was 33
longer than
minutes.
How full was it? Like how?
Dude,
busy?
it was not crowded.
There were
Okay.
8 tables.
Okay.
And mind you, they had 2 servers. And from my day, way back in the day,
Oh, here he goes.
4 tables was perfectly adequate for you to take care of. All right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else was going on. I don't know what their kitchen was like, but
Yeah, she's probably.
But you can grip waters and beer.
yeah, you can
20
grip
minutes.
water in 5
And
minutes.
beer. They brought us cans. We both got. Did we not?
No, we
Blondes?
had pints. We had pints.
Oh. We got blondes, yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, we did. So our beers came out before our waters did.
Right
at
before, though, right?
33 minutes.
Okay.
And it was somebody else that brought them to us.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck, man. And we had ordered chips and salsa
Yeah.
for an appetizer. Chips and salsa takes 2 seconds to throw together. I don't care how busy your kitchen is. Like, come on now.
They don't
And
even
so
have to cook it. They just
that
throw some
was-
chips in a bowl and
15 minutes later, we got that.
man, yeah, it took forever.
And before our water came out, I had stood up and started walking. Walking to the, like, walk up to the bar, and I was going to be like, yo, where the fuck are our drinks? What are we going to do here?
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I walked around and I saw her at the point where she was pouring water into a glass, and I was like, okay, I'll go sit back down. 45 minutes, we get the chips,
So it's
which,
like 1:30 at this point.
yeah. We get chips and salsa. The chips were stale. Well, okay, so it was
man.
mixed.
Yeah.
There were some chips that were all right,
There were.
and there were some chips that weren't, and so we had to pick through and find the good chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
The salsa was trash, and which I mean, it's a diner, so we're not expecting.
It's a coffee and breakfast place.
Yeah,
But their food's usually
yeah,
decent. Pretty good.
Yeah, their food. I don't have a problem with their food.
Food's good.
I mean, even pace would have been better. This also is trash. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and we're all getting agitated, and Blue fucking hates Buzz Brews.
Yeah.
He hates.
I'm aware of this.
Before this, he did.
Yeah, he did before,
Okay.
because that's all he was talking about the whole time we were sitting there. It was like, why do we come to this fucking trash restaurant? I fucking hate it here.
We
And-
shouldn't have named the restaurant in our talk.
No,
We're sponsored.
no, fuck that. They deserve it. All right,
Hobbs
and,
Player.
I'll get to why I don't have a problem talking about it later.
Okay.
But so I mean, and Shmamy was all like, "Calm the fuck down, Blue. Everything's cool. Like, just chill out. You got water. You got chips. Your food will come out." And the food came out at an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
3 of the plates came out. Matt's did not.
Matt, what'd you get?
Migas. Chorizo migas.
I mean, that should be their bread and butter, right?
That should be. And
When nothing changed,
Amy-
I get it how it comes.
Shmamy got a burger. And did Blue get breakfast?
Yeah.
All right. So there was a mix of dinner and breakfast food. So it wasn't about that. And so we're sitting there, and I'm trying to do the polite thing of not eating too much, but I would feed you a fry and then eat a fry, and then
Yeah, I
feed you a fry and eat a fry. So I didn't feel guilty about it. But then the dude was cleaning the
Man,
table, right?
yeah.
Which I thought he was just a busboy, but I was like, "Hey man, we're missing food." And he was like, "I told her there was another plate."
Yeah.
Which I distinctly remember because that pissed me the fuck off. But he goes and gets it and brings it back. And we're sitting there and we're eating and everything's fine. And then Blue's sitting there just bitching and bitching and bitching. And I was like, fine, fuck it. So I called the same guy over, and I thought he was a busboy. And I was like, hey man, you got a manager on duty because this is some shenanigans.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm probably much more eloquent now than what I was at
Yeah, you guys were. Yeah.
1:30 in the morning, fucked in half after drinking for 6 hours. But I was like, dude, I don't normally do this, but it took us 30 minutes to get water. We've been here for an hour. She's only come back 3 times. I get it if you guys are short staffed. And he was like, we're not even that short staffed. We've got 8 tables. It's not that big a deal. And I was like, okay, well, 30 minutes to get water is pretty bad. And he was like, yeah, well, I told her this and I told her that, and the 2 words I was looking for,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. For an apology, I didn't even want the money.
Yeah.
I just wanted I'm sorry and admission that shit was fucked.
Acknowledgement of your issues. Yep.
And then, maybe some discounts off the food. And after talking to him for 2-3 minutes, he was like, and I mean, I'll give you a discount off your meal and all that other stuff, but I never fucking heard I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you have to say. And I get most of the people that complain are looking for some sort of concession. They're looking for free food. They're looking for discounts. They're looking for coupons. They're looking for something like that. But,
Customer service.
I'm sorry. And they fucked that one up to the point that, he said he was going to discount our order. And okay, that's fine. 20 minutes later,
And nothing happened.
nobody came by. We didn't get
Okay.
refills on the water. They didn't take our plates away. Nobody
No
came
check.
by.
No nothing.
No check. Pay us. And so finally I looked at Brian, and Brian was getting ready to stab somebody. Sorry. Blue was getting ready to stab somebody. And so I was like, how much cash you got on you? And he was like, well, like $25. And I was like, all right, I got 25 too. We'll just fucking throw it down and walk out.
Threw it in the chip bowl.
We threw it in the chip bowl. And they're like, all right, we're done here. And so we walked out, and nobody looked at us. Nobody said anything. We just walked out. And then as Buzz Bruce is laid out, we had to walk out and then started walking back.
Around it, yeah.
And we can see, like, through the windows. And I saw the it wasn't the manager, and it wasn't the server, our server. It was somebody else pick up the chip bowl and then walk it over to where the manager and the server were. So I think they were pissed because they thought we walked out, but they went over and like, oh, yeah, no, there's money here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But so we had 2 burgers, 2 breakfast plates, and
It's probably like 15 each.
3 beers.
Yeah.
Did you have 2 beers?
I think I had 2 beers.
All right, so 4 beers. So, I mean, we were probably looking at
70-ish.
$70 or so.
Yeah,
Which
without a discount.
I don't know what they were going to discount. I don't know what they were going to do. I was thinking 60 in my head. Mind you, I was drunk.
Yeah.
But an hour and a half is too long when there's 8 tables in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you could have done things to keep people whatever. And it was just terrible customer service.
You know, and
so
that's crazy from that place because, you know, we've been there in a certain state of mind previously. And they had the opposite. Like, they were like, okay, let's serve these guys to death so they'll get the fuck out of our restaurant.
I've never been to that location, but the other 2 locations I've been to are good.
Like, and granted, I blame John. Like, they recognize you. We have an MO.
who's John?
Yeah, JT. Because a certain friend of ours, we happened to go there on a day where a certain president got elected.
Oh, my God. It was the week.
Pretty bad.
It was the week of.
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
the day
think
of.
so.
But yeah, we got into some heated discussions about it. And the thing is, like, those discussions shouldn't have been heated because I was agreeing with him.
Yeah.
But the only point that I was trying to make is now was not the time.
The problem was, like, we went back a couple of weeks later and we still had the same conversation. And the servers were like, y'all are still talking about this?
No, they didn't remember it.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, they definitely did.
But that's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
The food was good, though.
The food was great. The food was excellent. Beer was good. So they've got a winning combination.
Yeah.
They just need to work on the fucking people that work
It
there.
might be that place because the other Buzz Brews are good.
Bruise Buzz?
Is that, like, so if you had a breakfast food place in the area, what's your go-to? I'm not a huge...
Not go-to, but favorite.
What?
Not go-to, but favorite is Old West.
Okay, that's probably...
Yeah.
I'd put...
Can't go there drunk, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you can't go there hardly ever.
Yeah, seriously. They need to fix that fucking model.
Yeah. Damn it, Matthew. That or Maple Leaf. I really like Maple Leaf.
Oh, yeah. Maple Leaf is good. Are they open late?
No. I mean, they're open, like, regular business days. Like, you're not going to get late night. It's pretty much Buzz Brews, Cafe Brazil.
Cafe Brazil is good, though.
Cafe Brazil is awesome.
I've never been there drunk, but I've been there.
I've never been there. The one time we tried to go, we got shanghaied. Y'all were... That was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a good time.
That was a drunk shit fest.
Shortest taxi ride ever.
Just give us... No, it was the longest one ever.
Yeah.
Because, like, we went over there and it was closed. And so we were trying to go someplace else. And then we looked at the meter and he had been, that meter was fucking sky high.
He was jacking it up, too. He kept, like, hitting the button. And we're like, bro. And, yeah, I remember. He tried to, like, Shanghai us a little bit. Like, I'm not taking you anywhere, blah, 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 until you give me, like, $100.
Yeah.
And then he realized that he had, like, 8 drunk people in his car that were not going to be fucked with, and he drove us home.
Well, yeah. He didn't drive us home. He drove us back to the bar we left from.
That's home to me.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah. It was like, get us the fuck out of this cab back where you picked us up.
Yeah.
And then I think we gave him, like, $20.
Yeah, because, I mean...
That's right.
He tried to fuck us. I did give him, like, all the cash I had. Which was like
which is
$30.
fine, but like the meter was at like $60 and we went a mile.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
and like whenever we
when
got
it was
in, he
80,
just kept on jacking it up.
Yeah.
Like before we even left, it was up to like $20.
Because he was counting 8 people.
Yeah.
Which is some nonsense.
Yeah.
You take one person or 8 people.
And that's why we don't use taxis anymore.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the last time I used one.
I'm pretty sure we were screaming like, "Fucking get us out of this cab! We're calling a fucking Uber. This is fucking
That was
bullshit."
2016
I think
to 17. Yeah.
he was like, he was threatening to call the police, and we're like, okay, do it.
Do it because you are literally trying to rob us. Yeah, that was a shit show. I do like Cafe Brazil.
That place is good.
I haven't been there in a while because there's none convenient, but I do know that Buzz Brews and Cafe Brazil were started by the same guy.
Are they?
Were they?
Yeah.
Their food's similar. I've been there at work, but
Yeah,
not drinking. So.
There's one like right over here.
Cafe Brazil.
Oh, is there? We always go to the one that's north of Mockingbird.
They put one in Denton, and I'm a little miffed about that because there's one time in college that I was like studying for a test, and I was like, man, I want some fucking Cafe Brazil, and so I started like looking up the nearest one, and it was like in Carrollton or like North Dallas, and I was like, fuck that. And then I thought about making the drive, and I googled it, and it was like, oh, that one's not open. Only the one off of like Greenville is open. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck that. I'm not driving that far.
That's like Rosa's. The minute we
there's
move
no
away,
Roses in Dallas. Some nonsense.
there's one in Denton. There,
Yeah,
so there,
407. They're
there's
everywhere, but-
one kind of
Oh,
close
now-
to us.
Yeah, now there's got to be some because
Yeah.
there's none in Dallas.
They just put one off of Coit, I think. Coit
In
or
Plano.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
do love me some Taco Tuesday.
and I haven't tried their breakfast yet.
No, but Bab Sturm says it's good.
Yeah. So he stopped writing for Dallas.
Did he?
He's on athletics or whatever.
Yeah, the Athletic.
Well, he's also, I mean, he's making enough money from that Stars gig.
But
Not
that's
anymore.
Done, yeah.
He's done?
He's
Yeah.
done.
Oh, damn.
Also,
So
Luds is done.
Luds is done. They're looking for a color analyst.
Yeah.
Do you think they'd bring, what's his name back?
Ralph. No.
Yeah.
Dave
No?
Schrader?
R.I.P.
No, Ralph has burnt his bridge. Like
With
they
us, yeah.
fucking hate him.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Just because he decided to quit?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he came back for Anaheim. He's working with Anaheim now.
Kings.
Oh, Kings, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And he's been wearing all that Kings gear and everything, and we're like, dude,
Yeah.
you worked like 10 games with them. You can't just throw away all your 18 or 24 years of Dallas Stars.
Yeah,
For
they
your-
probably got better nose candy.
Oh,
than
He doesn't do that anymore.
Tap that ball like you knew it was doing one.
Slap the ball.
Did you hear that the famous Twitch streamer Ninja passed away
What?
from ligma disease?
What?
No.
You're full of shit.
No, you know who Ninja is?
I know a Ninja. He's like the streamer.
Yeah, he was
Was.
suffering from lick my balls disease.
Oh.
This is a bit.
Yeah, can you just drop that and never pretend like that fucking happened?
No. I did that shitty joke because that was actually a thing. Like, somebody's, I think it started on 4chan, but they were like, dude, let's fuck with Ninja. Like, tell everybody that he was suffering from ligma and died. And the mainstream media picked it up. They're like, famous internet personality dies from ligma disease. They didn't Google what ligma was, and it's ligma balls or ligma dick. One of those two.
Too low.
Yeah,
Some Ting Wan.
bang ding ow.
All right.
All right. So the comeback Kim Kardashian story was
Wah, wah, wah.
that's still one of my favorite videos of all time. The
Yeah,
behind the
it
scenes
just
for
gets
Parks and Rec.
Everybody.
It's so good.
Oh, those shorts.
Why are you looking there?
That's what they're showing, Brad.
It's
All
because
right.
he's a raccoon. He likes sparkly things. But yeah, the comeback
Stop.
segment of this podcast was, what is the best, in your opinion,
Oh, Cap.
TV show, like cop TV show, and then cop movie, or like Law and Order?
So
Detective,
movie's kind of
whatever.
hard. I don't know. Are we saying Law and Order, or are we saying
Well,
specifically
Law enforcement, cops and robbers,
Oh.
heist movie, maybe something like that.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Really?
the movie? Let's start the movies first.
All right, start with the movies. I got an easy one.
What?
The Departed.
Okay, that's a good one. I thought you were gonna go with Bad Boys 2, and I had my arm cocked. I was ready.
You've never seen Bad Boys 2?
I think the
Paul Blart.
Dude, have you seen Observe and Report?
that movie sucks.
You didn't like it?
That's with Seth Rogen.
Yeah, Seth Rogen plays like a
Security
Zimmerman
guard.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like dark comedy, like tragedy, like real bad.
So you went with the good answer. I'll give you an acknowledgement, but Super Troopers is clearly
Oh,
the
yeah.
best police
Yeah.
movie ever.
All right, I'll give you that. Did you see the second one?
No.
I saw it with you.
Oh well.
I didn't remember that. But I didn't remember a whole lot from that day.
Did y'all go hammered?
Oh my god, that was the day like we woke up in Vegas and we're gonna have to leave to go to Dallas at like 5 p.m.
We paid somebody $100 to stick a needle in our arm and put perfectly legal liquid into it to hydrate us.
Dude,
I had to
yeah.
change that mid-trajectory.
I still want to IV it up at some point.
Yeah, I'm sorry we didn't do it the other day.
Wow.
I didn't think we needed it.
No, I wasn't that bad. Actually, I wasn't. Sunday morning wasn't as bad as Friday morning, so I was good.
Yeah.
I was pretty bad all day Sunday.
Sunday was good. And I think being busy kept me away from feeling super bad.
I tried to track the number of beers I drank that
See?
day, but it was tough because we were drinking out of cups.
Yeah, see, I wasn't really.
Being a
I wasn't
bitch.
bad at all. I remember everything from Saturday. Everything.
Problem was that Dream Crusher.
Yeah.
That Dream Crusher, third one in, just
I remember everything. Now from
Yeah.
Thursday, no.
yeah. I mean that's tequila for you or
No,
whatever
whiskey.
liquor you whiskey is.
Jack Daniels.
I don't know where it turned bad for me, but I've never been able to successfully track how many drinks I have when
No.
we have one of those go hard nights,
You can't
with the exception of Padre on the Beach.
because you kept your doodads.
Kept the tabs, and so that's the only time that I know, at least in my prime, that drinking benders like that, I drink about 20 beers.
So we're
Yeah.
too old for it, but if there's ever an evening that is worthy of us of binging, like I don't know, a bachelor party or something, we got to do
Your bachelor party.
Y'all's
Yeah.
bachelor party.
Oh.
yeah
Together?
ours
Yeah.
together. We got to do the Always Sunny white shirt hash marks.
Yep.
Oh my god. You like why you're wearing it?
Yeah,
People mark it.
So
I've seen that
the
happen on arms.
so
that's
the
creepy.
the Crowley crew. Actually, it's not a bad idea. We can take a permanent marker.
Yeah. I've seen that.
But the problem is you get so drunk that you may throw an extra marker on there. You can't put an extra tab. But the Crowley crew, where
Extra tabs.
where Goose and Matty Bo came from, they would do, and we did this a couple times, but bandana night, where you'd fold up a bandana, throw it on your head, and every beer bong that you did, you got a hash mark.
Yeah. Same bit.
Yeah.
No, you can't do it right now.
Yeah, think.
There is no piss break.
All right, what's the best cop show?
Oh, wait, hold up. We didn't get your cop movie.
There's not a whole lot after those two.
Super Troopers.
You can't
Okay.
agree with him.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
We're married.
We're
right?
married.
All right.
There's not many cop movies
There's a million of them.
that I've seen.
Oh.
My cop show is the only one that got me into my career.
Yeah.
Cops.
No, CSI.
Oh.
The original Vegas one.
No.
Who are you?
Yeah. And when I'm going to a call and that I'm listening to 925 and that any Who song plays, I'm just like,
Yeah.
so fitting.
This is my calling.
This is gonna be a good scene because here I go, got the Who playing.
Cop show.
So, as much as I like True Detective, I feel like
mm.
there's one season that's really worthy of it.
And the other one's not
Quite
bad.
shit.
Eh,
it's okay.
it's not as good as the
But,
first. It's an okay television show. The first one's brilliant.
It should be a mini series, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Consideration, like
By
Band
the
of
way,
Brothers.
That first Lester Snygard, what's that?
What?
Oh,
Was
what
that
is that
English?
show?
Wesley Snygard?
Lester.
Oh.
With the third season has Mary Elizabeth Winstead. What am I
Oh,
thinking of?
Fargo.
Fargo. That first season's so good.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Lester Schneigard?
Snyder, that's the main character in the first season.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's right. He's right.
I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
I mean, John, you haven't seen that show.
I haven't
Oh
because
my god, that show is great.
is it in the same
That's
universe
next.
as the movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yes.
Okay.
The first season is by far. I like the first season the best.
I like the second season's.
Second
really good.
season's good, but it's so weird.
Yeah, we'll talk
Third
about
season's the worst out of the three. But
All
Yeah.
right, you keep watching The Sopranos. I'll watch Fargo.
how many?
it. No, but you
got
gotta watch The Sopranos. The Sopranos or Fargo.
doing-
There's 3.
We're only doing 3.
Sopranos. There's
Yeah, but you
there's 7
already
seasons,
owe me,
right?
so I'm doing this as an
Yeah.
additional consideration.
Well, here I am,
Okay.
bro. I did 3.
Yeah, you did 3.
3
My hair
of
on my chinny chin chin.
You've
like,
got-
like 80.
Yeah, it's like
Finished
you've got
at
like
5:55, and I was like,
That
okay.
is-
congratulations, you have 85 hours of TV to watch.
Yeah. So I think the best cop show is The Wire,
I need to
hands down.
Motherfucker, dude.
What do you do all day?
I'm gonna take
Like-
fucking NHLs, all of them away from you, and
All
all,
of
you
them.
can do
Every
is watch
iteration.
HBO
Like you
Oh,
cancel
y'all
the
talking about me?
franchise. Yeah.
I've seen the first season. That's it.
Ooh.
of The Wire.
Yeah.
The second season, I think, is the best.
That's
Second-
the one where they're on the boat.
No, that's the.
No, the second season's the shit one.
That's the one where they're on the
No,
boat.
it's not bad. It's the harbor one.
He's on the boat. Yeah.
The third and the fourth one are
I've heard
pretty
the
good.
fourth is supposed to be the best.
Yeah,
And then you don't watch the last one.
There's only 5.
There's only 4.
it's been so long I don't even remember anymore.
TV, man.
Yeah, you do.
But you do. You watch. Dude,
I got stuff
don't
to
talk
do.
to me, man.
Dude, just-
we talk about the shit TV that you watch.
I got stuff. Well,
Yeah, speaking of shit TV, y'all
Got
need
the
to watch
tour.
Floribama Shore.
dude,
He does!
I do.
So bad.
It's so good. I love it.
It's so bad. It's like all the terrible parts of Jersey Shore, but more white trash.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I don't like it, but I can't stop.
All right, get up.
Fine, this motherfucker.
You're gonna have to crawl.
Here, just go this way.
All right. So, my vote's The Wire. Again, True Detective. That first season was stupendous. It was excellent.
It was. It's one of the greatest 8 hours of television,
Yeah.
I think, of all time. Like, I really love that show. It's so good. But I'm gonna have to say, I was gonna say the Wire.
Here it comes.
I was gonna say The Wire, but it's The Shield. Jeff, chow. The Shield's, it's good. You gotta watch it, man. He's face planting into his pot.
I think
filter.
I'd rather watch Cops for 48 straight hours than watch The Shield.
It's not that bad, man. It's not bad at all. It's one of the top 10 TV shows of all time.
Does Deadwood count? Because there's a sheriff in there.
I haven't seen it.
You know they're making a Deadwood movie?
I heard that today on Community Quick Hits.
Oh, did you?
I
I
did.
didn't know this was on Community Quiz. I really like Deadwood. I don't know if you'd like it. That was like almost hand in hand with Sopranos there. Those were the 2 shows that were kind of carrying HBO for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I loved that show. So I recommend it, but you've got a lot of television to watch. Dude, watch Fargo. Fargo is amazing.
We've been in kind of a lull, and I've been trying to figure out a way to get the wife to watch Fast and the Furious. So
My humble request is that you don't let Mindy watch Fargo, so that she can't like skip ahead of it,
okay,
ahead of you, and you not watch it like Stranger Things,
all right, fair enough.
or do.
My yeah, I don't know. There's been a couple of shows that we've been able to like keep that, but it's normally the episodic thing.
Yeah.
And it's also because what really happens when that, I mean, so previously it was because she wasn't working and I was, and so she needed something to do all day.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker, the real reason that happens now is because she is, I want to play video games and she doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Bum. Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so much more difficult.
But I do wrong. I feel like I'm more out of the way now.
It's easier
Yeah.
going out than in.
That's true with most things.
Pulling out's easier.
Is it?
That's a one-way ticket to a baby.
Ask the other guy.
What?
Blue.
Okay.
That's his method.
Dude. All right.
So, my TV show is The Shield.
I've never watched it.
I know you
The
haven't
second he
because
asked
you
the
watch
question,
trash TV.
I do.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
You could see
Second
the
he asked
payoff.
It was like, oh, it's probably the show that he's tried to like hand me the box
I
set
was gonna
to
say, that's-
like 5 times.
That's the second show that you try to get me to watch.
I think we watched the
most.
we've watched 3.
Sopranos number 1, Shield number 2.
I've seen 3 episodes of The Shield.
I've seen 3 episodes of Sopranos.
Which one do you like more?
I've seen 0 episodes of The Shield.
Which one do you like more?
The Sopranos, I guess.
Something's better than nothing. No,
That's what she said.
So, here's a hot sports opinion. There's too much good TV now.
now
Is there? What's good on TV right now?
Not now, but I mean, like,
Shore,
in...
The Challenge.
Wrong?
Man, you just haven't grown up from MTV. No, I mean, not
Whatever
now
this
as in, like,
diabetes.
right on... Not what's on TV right now, but I'm saying, like, in general. There's so many good shows out there, and they may not all be on at the same time, but, like, it's so overwhelming. Like, there's no way you could watch all of it, and so you have to pick and choose, like, what you can watch.
My counter HSO is that the heyday of good television that we've experienced for the last 10 years is about to go back downhill.
Yeah.
You think so?
Like Breaking Bad's over,
They've run
Game
out
of Thrones
ideas.
about to be over.
Yeah.
I know
Fuck
don't
you.
like it. That's fine. I don't care if he cares about it.
Oh.
But you know,
opinion doesn't
Sopranos
matter.
is over. I mean, you don't like Marvel either, but the rest of America does. So
Yeah.
that's not saying that you're wrong. It's just saying that like the popular opinion right now, it's not aligned with
Mine.
Yeah, I mean, we have fucking Wipeout on I feel like
It's called TKO.
you know, Community got canceled. The rest of the Development got canceled.
Speaking of Community,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I thought I would hate that show
Got canceled
because they made fun of police. And then I watched one, and it was hilarious.
it is really funny. And Terry Crews is one of my favorite actors of all time. He's so
Yeah.
funny. Dan Harmon got himself in trouble.
Who dat?
In this outrage culture that we live in. Dan Harmon is
He runs Rick and Morty too. He's the creator of
I don't watch that.
Community.
but he got himself in trouble because he posted a video. Oh shit, I can't remember what. Like in 2009, that the concept was it was supposed to be mocking Dexter.
oh, that's a good cop show.
Is it though? Quit burping into the mic, you
were
savage bastard.
You were looking away, then you looked into the mic to burp.
Dexter's a good cop show.
Smack.
But it was
See,
a
Dexter's
comedy sketch about mocking Dexter, where it was a guy who would find out serial killers and then travel back in time and then rape them as babies. So, I mean, poor taste. We're laughing because it's so fucking ridiculous.
That's so bad.
But so there's a video of him like raping a fake infant or something like
God.
that. And so like the video had been taken down, and at the time he was like, this is too far, whatever, but it resurfaced. And what's interesting is like he put out a statement that was like, yeah, this was too far. At the time I was like trying to make a name, pushing the envelope and being outrageous and offensive and whatnot, and I realized this was too much, and I apologize if anybody's offended. Nobody should ever have to watch anything like this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And what's different between this and what's happening between, was it James Gunn? James Gunn, who got fired from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, we got
3?
fired from just Disney in general.
Yeah, from Disney in general, because he had some same outrage bullshit.
In 2009.
Was that Cartoon Network and Adult Swim were like, yeah, he apologized for it back then. He took the video down, and we're not...
Who
Yeah.
found it?
Somebody trying to like take him down. And maybe it's because of the audiences. Like Disney caters towards kids and families and stuff like that, and Adult Swim is more for
Adults.
demented people who enjoy outrageous shit. But like I thought it was an interesting juxtaposition of like two things that happen like in the same week.
Well,
but
that's the
it's-
scary thing about the James Gunn thing. Like, regardless of how you feel about what he said, it's kind of scary. Maybe not scary. Back like 10 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago, there, really wasn't this whole understanding of how social media would really affect us in our professional futures moving forward. And a lot of us were really young because social media was fairly young.
Yep.
And so the scary part was that Disney knew about all this stuff when they hired him.
Yeah.
And, he made 2 really successful movies for him. Really unexpectedly successful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so then they fired him over stuff that they already knew about. It's
But
just
people
scary
made
to see what
buzz.
can come out like 10 years before. Like, you pull up the shit that's on your Facebook 10 years ago,
Dude,
and your
that's
employers see it. Like,
that's why you got to delete it.
But he did.
But we don't have people screenshotting our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody thinks we're
Now,
gonna be
Yeah.
like,
important.
what happens if...
Because have I said bad things on Twitter? I'm sure, yeah. But deleted it in time that no one screenshotted it because I'm a nobody.
maybe, but you know what? The people who own Twitter,
Probably.
they still own that.
But
Yeah.
does
And
anybody
anything
go
you put on
searching for
Facebook?
it? So no.
There was
So-
the All-Star game, one of the pictures,
Yep.
like, that somebody pulled some, like, racist shit he said, like, basically when he was in high school.
Yeah, he was. I think I
MLB?
did the math. He was 14, 15.
Yeah.
MLB
Yeah.
recently, just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
like last week.
Like last week. And there was a lot of people. This is the thing that I'm getting at bringing this up, though. This whole outrage culture is something that has to stop, because the only there are 2 courts in this country. You have the court of law, which is where things should matter, and then you have the court of public opinion, which the court of public opinion can matter in some situations, but like the problem is that in the court of public opinion you don't have the safeguards that you do in the court of law. You don't have innocent until proven guilty. You don't have the right to a fair trial. You don't have any of these things, and so it's really easy to crucify somebody.
Guilt of perception.
Yeah, exactly. And it was interesting to see James Gunn get fucking executed. Basically, like, his career's fucking over. He got kicked out
his
from.
career's not over, but...
He also has several $100 million.
Well,
so.
I mean, his career's not over. It's just the best opportunity that he's had, the most successful avenue that his career has flourished at has been cut short.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. His career's not over. I'll give it. You're correct.
But all over some shit that's well in the past. That's
Yeah.
not rapey,
his
like
employer
Kevin,
said we're
Kevin
you know,
Spacey-ish.
it's
Yeah.
under the rug, or we're okay with it, or we know about it.
And again, like, Disney is Disney. Disney doesn't hire you without knowing
Yeah,
what
they
they're
can
doing.
research this crap.
They knew
They have
about
the
it,
paperwork.
so
So it's Disney and Fox that are trying to merge right now, or some shit like that. Right?
Disney's trying to acquire 21st century.
21st Century Fox.
Fox. Yeah, the movie segment, like, not like just Fox in general, because they're different entities. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Anyway.
if that acquisition happens, then they own. Is it 40% or 60%? It's 60 or 40%. No, they own 60 or 40% of the market for movies.
for movies, yeah,
Really?
which
Yeah.
runs into
Antitrust law.
shit. That won't happen because it's fucking Disney.
Yeah.
Nobody beats Disney in court of law.
One of the things that I love so much is whenever like there's like memes that pop up of like the old school Mickey Mouse from like the 1930s just beating the fuck out of like the logos of the companies that are like trying to go against Disney.
Yeah.
And like it cracks me up. But yeah, so I think we're at a point where this whole outrage culture is coming to a head.
Social
Where?
justice is
Yeah, anybody that identifies himself as a social justice warrior is somebody that would get like eaten by a lion if we didn't have like our normal society in place. There's a lot of things a lot of luxuries that get afforded by our culture and our society and by where our country is that people forget. There's a lot of perspective that's missing, I think. And yeah, that shit, it just it's crazy to me.
I agree.
That being said, I mean, there's certain things that are coming out of this whole movement of, people, employers shouldn't rape their employees and, shit like that. That's definitely good, and I definitely agree with. Yeah. But, if somebody said some fucked up shit on Twitter, they shouldn't lose their job.
Yeah. I agree.
Especially, let me clarify. Yeah, exactly.
Context.
If it was like 2009 and
they're 14.
Yeah.
They're just a weird kid saying weird things.
Yeah, because I've done a lot of stupid, dumb shit and said a lot of stupid shit on social media in my life.
Yeah,
we all have. The thing about when James Gunn did that was he was working for, I forget the movie studio, but he was making really edgy movies at the time, like Slither. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was his movie.
Huh.
But yeah, context.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Okay, just don't open it up in the fucking mic.
See, I'm okay with the beer crack. I think it adds a little ambiance.
Okay. Except for to our one viewer, if Jason listens to this.
Who's that?
His brother-in-law.
He doesn't like beer?
No, I don't know. I think we might get 4 to 5 listeners to this.
That's right.
Y'all are killing me.
What? Why? Why don't you like it? It'd be like the sip podcast.
It's mouse or mic etiquette. Anyway,
beer sipping podcast. Shooting the shit.
With all this
they're flying the clear balls. Look at that.
With all this perspective, we just need somebody to come around and snap and get rid of half of us, and then culture will just reset.
So, all right, I'm glad you brought that one up. There's a great bit on Reddit, which we can save for perhaps another show. But for those who have seen Thanos or have seen the Avengers and know Thanos' bit, and this is a big recent spoiler, but his whole thing was that there are finite resources, and as populations continue to grow, it's going to lead to terrible, terrible things. So what we need to do is kill half the population of the universe. How he does it and all that other stuff is part of whatever. But that's the basic gist of Thanos'.
Final solution.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what it is.
It really is. I mean, he snaps his fingers and kills trillions and trillions of people. But it all goes back to the finite resource thing. So
entropy.
There's a movie, a little known movie known by Inferno is the name of it. Now,
Inferno or Inferno?
Inferno. Now, you probably don't recognize the name Inferno, but you know the name of the series that's a part of, which is the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inferno.
Tom Hanks.
Huh?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. So we've recently gone through this. I'd completely forgotten that I'd watched this movie Inferno until me and the wife had gone through it.
Is it fairly recent compared to the others?
Like,
because Angels and Demons is right after.
So Da Vinci Code was 2007 or 8, I think was the movie.
Sure.
2009, 2010. But I think it was 2013 or 14 was Inferno. And
is Tom Hanks in it?
Yes.
Oh.
Was he?
But the plot of Inferno is that there is a megalomaniac billionaire who decides that the Earth's population is growing too rapidly, and that the only way for Earth and human civilization to survive is to cull the population by releasing a bioagent and killing half of all the people on the planet.
That's almost like Rainbow Six-ish, too, right?
Yes! That was where I was going next.
I'm so sorry.
How does the agent kill people? Does it?
It's a
people, or
no. It's a virus that's going to kill half the people on the planet.
I got you.
You did. You did. So this is a reoccurring theme
in society.
It's also a real problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, it is. There's a lot of people
and we're getting a lot of people.
So to quote some stuff from the movie, and I don't know if these are actually facts, but it took human civilization 100,000 years to reach 1 billion people. It took 100 years to get to 2 billion. It took 50 to get to 4, and it took 30 to get to 8.
Yeah, and we're about to go from are we already at 7 billion yet?
We got to be higher than that.
We're close to 8.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
So-
say like when I grew up in school, we were
was
at
6.
6.
Yeah. So in 20 years, it's gone from 6 to 8. And the point is that by like 2050, the Earth's population could be like 20 billion people.
You hear that, Matt? There's 4 billion women in the world, and we can't
None
get
of them
with
want me.
any of them.
We'll see.
So by that logic, can we just kill like half the men?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right. I like where that's
Them
going.
chances, Brad.
Why didn't Thanos do that? Like all the girls are gone, or dudes are
So I
gone.
got
Whoa, bro.
I got 7.5 billion as the population.
Okay, I wasn't
Yep,
that
we're
off.
almost at 8. And also,
6 billion.
Rainbow Six needs to
July
get made
22.
into a movie. It's so good.
I'd rather Ghost Recon. I think Ghost Recon would probably be a little better.
So Ghost Recon. So I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
Ghost Recon is about an elite special operations unit, and I don't know if there's
There are named characters.
well,
Actually.
there's named characters, but I mean it's only about that. The thing that I like about Rainbow Six is the plot of it is so good because it's
Yeah,
about a
just that-
group of special elite characters.
Yeah.
But then also the people that they go up against is an interesting concept that I think with the success of, Thanos did nothing wrong and the Avengers maybe could play. I always said that I never thought that the movie would get made because it paints people who are eco-terrorists or
Yeah.
people who love the environment as like the worst people
They'd-
ever.
I mean, they'd have to do. It'd have to be kind of like, in my opinion, the Watchmen. Like they just changed the antagonist a little bit.
oh yeah.
But yeah, I'll agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You just have Ghost Recon who takes out governments versus
So
an eco-terrorist.
one of my favorite characters is Ding Chavez.
I love Dean Chavez.
Ding Chavez is awesome. He has made appearances in movies.
I know it. I didn't know it until you told me about it.
Oh yeah.
Just want to.
Yeah, he was in Clear and Present Danger.
Just that one.
Yeah.
The Meg.
By the way, see the sororities are doing a watching party
Yeah, we're going.
on August 9th,
Okay.
Thursday. It's at Student Movie Grill on Royal.
Not gonna lie,
The movie looks garbage.
I'm definitely not going to that one.
You don't want to go to the sorority watching party?
The Studio Movie Grill on Royal. Does that stick out to you at all?
Yeah, it's great.
That's the one we went to where she stood on my face
Oh.
when a
Was it?
certain major Star Wars
Was it?
character died.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And I told her to leave. And
wait.
she stayed-
Your waitress, was that the first time you'd seen it?
That was my first time. His second.
Oh.
Because that's how.
But
So-
she's still in our face. Because
That's how
I
he
was
knew it
like,
coming, yeah.
something really important's about to happen. You already have my card. Can you just come back in a second? She's like, no, I need you to sign this. I was like, please just leave and come back. Because it was happening. And I think I just tossed it at her.
I think
'cause
you can spoil it if you haven't
Yeah.
seen this yet. Then.
That was like Bucket.
Oh yeah.
I
that-
was pissed.
And I was like so confused why is he
yeah, I
getting
know.
her out of
I mean,
here
she
right
was
now?
right in his face, though. Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I wish.
please fucking leave. Because, I don't know. I was just pissed because I had already given her my card. I had already signed for it. I don't remember why she came back. But, like, regardless, they had my card. So it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
But she was, like, just there for, like, a good, like, minute. And I was
Yeah, at
like,
that point,
fucking leave.
Or Crouch.
And
Nah, she can't crouch.
I sent
No,
them...
fuck that. Crouch.
I sent them a pretty... I don't...
Did you?
I
know you wrote
don't
it on
normally
the
do
receipt.
this.
Yeah.
I don't normally do this, but I was like, come on, man. Like, it's the first Star Wars movie, discarding those prequels that's been out in a long time, and this was a big moment, and we paid, and we had a waitress in our face for a good chunk of that scene.
Yeah.
They didn't
We
acknowledge
should totally
it,
go to
so
the
that's
Meg.
why I never go back to Steve.
You don't want to go there?
No.
Even for the
I mean, he
Meg?
shits on Buzz Brews. I might as well shit on Steve
Studio
Movie,
Movie
so
Grill.
we all
there.
get
We just went
defamation. Defamation.
Maybe you'll get the same waitress and you can yell at
This
her.
is for
I
a
don't remember if she
sorority
was-
watching party.
And
I don't care.
Soroy.
Bruh.
Excuse
Sororities
me.
are cool, man.
He's your
Yeah,
boy.
they are. I'm gonna wear that LFTP
Yeah, dude.
shirt.
So he did.
You gonna fart around him?
Only if the chick's there. The two ticket chicks. Well, actually,
Backpack kid.
the one was Christina Ray, which she's still on there.
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She might have been the one that smelt it and was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
That's because I ate those tacos that they were selling out there.
Maybe we should stop this conversation.
but
That's okay. I don't know those girls. So
what was
they don't
funny
matter anymore, so who
is
cares?
like everybody like the first one, everyone was like, it happens, whatever. And then you did it again, and everyone was like, come on, man. And you did it again, and the
Dude.
girls left.
I was farting up a storm.
We were also really drunk.
This is where I
Really
would have
drunk.
stepped in and helped.
My butt.
I can take care of Matt a little bit every now and then when we're drunk.
So fucking, I had the
tacos were bad.
I had the Let's Fuck This Pig podcast shirt on, and I took a shirt with wow.
What? Say more, please.
Reset in 3, 2.
H.
I took a picture with Soroy, and I posted it to Twitter,
Oh yeah.
and then he retweeted it, and so everybody that followed him saw it. And like 4 people from my office walked by and were like, "Yo, dude, what the hell? You were at Fight Night last night?" It was like, "Yeah, it's my boy Soroy."
Yeah. Yeah. Dude,
I bought him a shot.
we bought him a lot of drinks.
Yeah,
Remember
we
how we met him.
Yeah, it was
Coming out of the pisser.
Yeah, coming out of the
He was
pisser.
going in, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Soroy, man, what's up?" And then did he go in? And then we waited.
He went in, and then we were waiting in line. Or no, we were waiting on somebody to come out.
Yeah, and then they
He
came
walked back
together.
out, and you were,
I was like,
yeah.
"Hey, Soroy, what's up? You want to get a drink real quick or something?
You want a shot?
You want a shot?" Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah."
Fuck yeah!
So then we did, and then we did like 4 shots and had like 3 beers and.
No, not quite. So we did the shot, and then he left, and then we were still hanging out at the bar, and then he came back, and he was like, "I gotta buy you fuckers a shot
Okay,
now."
Yeah.
And then we hung out with him for the rest of the night.
And then I remember telling the girls that he and I went to the same college as how we knew each other. And they believed it, maybe. I don't think they believed it, but they might have.
Well, I want to say he like backed it up. He was like, "Yeah, dude, this is my boy from back in the day."
Even though we're different by like, what, 10 years? More
Yeah.
than that.
Well, yeah, and he looks like he's 50.
Yeah.
Y'all got me beat.
But those girls were ready to party, and then I pooted,
3 times.
and they left. That's all right.
That was funny, man. The story is more important than the.
Screw them girls, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good story. Danny took that picture of me
Yeah.
talking to that one chick, and it's out there somewhere.
Man, fucking Fanny does that.
I hugged
So-
Corby once. It's about my whole bit. That's
Remember when I
my-
hugged Gordo? That might
No.
have been the same event.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was.
Because we were watching them all
I was gonna
walk
say that
out,
was
and
not
we were
me.
like shaking hands with everybody, and then Gordo came up. I was like, "Oh, hey, Gordo," and then he gave me like a "Do you want a hug?" thing, and I was like, "Yeah."
And then he went in for it, and then he like pulled back.
And then I went in and hugged him, and we hugged. And then he was like, "Oh,
That
just
was
happened."
weird.
Dude, mine was the opposite. Like we were going out of we're at Rockin' Rodeo in Denton. The Rangers
a long
just
time
beat
ago.
the fucking Rangers.
The Rangers
Or
beat the Rangers?
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened.
The
in World
Yankees?
Series.
Yeah,
The
they did.
Yankees. And yeah, I think he was coming out of the pisser and was like, "Corby," and we were all drunk. He was hammered. He just like fucking walked over and gave me like this bear hug, and I'm like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah.
That was good times. We need another sports championship run.
Yeah, we
Oh
got
my
like
God.
20 more years. Who's the next franchise that has a
Stairs.
chance to win?
There's Deers.
That's got to be the Stars. It's not going to be the Rangers. The Mavericks are about to start rebuilding.
It's only because the bar is set very low.
I feel a deep
right?
run from the start of this
You know-
season.
Well, the last time that a Dallas sports championship happened.
2011, bro.
What?
No,
Yeah.
it's 2014 because Dez caught it.
Oh, God.
That
They
was
would have won.
the
They
NFC.
would have won the Super Bowl
oh,
that
this
year.
is fucking homeboy John over here.
They would have.
Who was the next game against?
Um,
Seattle? Yeah, it would have been in Seattle.
yeah, and the Packers rolled Seattle, right?
No,
No.
because the Packers got beat on that
Yeah,
onside
yeah,
kick
yeah.
nonsense.
You're right.
Which is why we were at a. We were here.
Seattle lost on the goal line when they threw
Were
the
we
pick,
here
right?
No, we were at
Twin
Fox
Peaks?
and the Hound.
No, we were here for the.
No, we were at Fox and the
Were
Hound.
we?
We were at Fox and the Hound for the Dez caught it catch.
No, but for the Seattle game,
Oh.
the Seattle Green Bay game. I thought we were at this Twin Peaks here. At,
You might
did-
be right.
I didn't go out.
oh,
For
yeah,
that.
well, we
I
were
think
here,
you
yeah.
were
Yeah,
right
over there.
here.
Because I know whenever that happened, the onside kick happened, we had some Green Bay fans near us, and we were just cheering so hard, and they were looking at us like, "You Seattle fans?" We're like, "No, we're Cowboys fans, bitch." Like what had just happened last week. Now you're getting it. That was a year that like every NFC team, like we screwed over Detroit.
Yeah.
Then we got screwed over. Then Green Bay got screwed over, and then Seattle threw that pick at the very end to whatever his name is, that cornerback for New England, and that's how the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was that year.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was like screwed over, all 4 rounds of the playoffs. It was great.
But only...
And I know I got on Twitter in that year and was like, "Oh, look, NFL, your refs are so terrible. This is the new NFL."
And they were,
And
because they came back out this past year and said
"That's a catch." Oh,
it was a catch.
Great.
You know what's bad though? It's only gonna get worse this year, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So many
Oh my
refs
God.
retired this year.
Oh, and by the way,
R.I.P. Hockey League.
this year you can't head-to-head people. So Zeke running the ball, puts his head down and hits a defender. That's a penalty now.
To be fair,
Supposedly.
that's been the rule
No.
between the tackles for running backs. So
But this is anywhere. You can't lower his head
yeah,
anywhere.
Which
So
is-
we'll see. I think it's not going to last the whole season because there's going to be too many penalties. The fans are going to hate it.
they don't care. Like it's,
No,
it's
dude,
all
you
about,
can't.
dude. So the one thing you don't see on the public side is that the NFL is getting sued by every
concussion protocol. Yeah.
No, every insurance company. Every insurance
Because of
company
concussions.
is yeah. So
But but
I mean,
you play football, you're going to get concussions. That's just,
well, okay, all right.
they need
so
to make. But see, helmets you just said earlier they don't help. So
they don't. So the only thing that helps is not putting your head in a situation that you get a
have to,
concussion, and you have to the way the NFL is played. So the real reason why they're getting sued is not because of the fact that they get concussions. It's the fact that they're withholding information from the players.
that is why they're getting sued. Because
Yeah.
for the most part, a couple of the insurance companies are partners with the NFL. Like that's why the professional policies exist.
I would say the players.
But
Sometimes
NFL
they get a
did
concussion.
everything they did to fucking hide that.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. They
Players
did-
get a concussion, they don't want to come out of the game.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a player fault with the doctor's fault.
Well, no, it's not a player fault. It's because if they come out of the game, they get perceived as weak or not wanting to whatever.
But then the player they feel okay, but they're still concussed slightly, and they want to go
Also,
back in the game.
if they come out of the game, they got to stay out of the game at least for a play.
yeah, which is not enough time to assess a concussion, right? I mean, I've
Yeah,
never
no,
had
it's not.
one. You guys have, so
No.
Well, that's where the NFL-led doctor is supposed to intervene.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
and not let them go back in.
I mean, Russell Wilson was clearly concussed that one
there's
play where
so
he
many-
ran right back out with
Yeah.
the doctor looking at him. So, whatever.
So I mean, yeah, and it's that, and like, so a player that is concussed is not in the right mental state to be able to make a decision
on their health, Yeah.
and so that's why it's got to be an unbiased party that does it. But the problem is that
the player doesn't care, and the team doesn't care about the doctor's opinion.
yeah, exactly, and the lawsuits are happening because the NFL is hiding how dangerous it is in the long term. And they're doing everything they can to minimize and downplay and do all these other things.
Fucking attacking science projects.
Yeah. I mean, that was that concussion movie.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. He was like, that was his whole bit. And the NFL was going after him about it.
So, if you post this on YouTube, this thing's getting taken down in like 10 seconds because we've shit on Disney, we've shit on the NFL, we've shit on Buzz Brews, who's the most powerful of all. Shit on Studio Movie Grill.
It's all right.
No, we ain't shit on.
You know what?
Movie Grill.
If they demonetize this video, it'll be okay.
Oh dang it!
We have to be monetized to be
But I'm getting-
demonetized.
That's
right?
what joke is.
Ooh. Just saying, there's gonna be some Mickey Mouse guy showing up,
Well, that was the.
slowly walking up the stairs to my bedroom,
And you're gonna
and I know he's there.
Oh, you want to talk about the
Come
Disney?
on, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not that worried about it. The YouTube AI algorithms don't search audio speech; they just search for rhythmic patterns, which is why
Music and stuff.
music gets taken down.
Yeah.
30 seconds furious. Anyway, seems about a good time to.
Yeah, we're at 100 minutes.
Oh
So
God!
it's-
Nobody's gonna listen to like 12 of this.
No, they won't.
All right. So if you are not a person in this room and you have listened to this point, if you hit me up, I will buy you a 6-pack.
All right. Do we want to? So we've got an email address associated with it.
Just message the YouTube.
Yeah. So put a message down in the comment section
You can
underneath
do that,
this video.
but more than likely,
12-pack.
you are probably somebody that we know,
Or
and
us.
you still probably didn't listen at that point. So there's that. Anyway,
All right. So we're wrapping this one up. Any final thoughts?
No.
Go Cowboy.
Next 3 Soprano show
The next
Train
3
camp.
Soprano shows.
train camp starts today.
today.
Yeah, it did.
That'll
All
be
right.
our next podcast. We'll start with Cowboys.
How about then, Cowboy?
How about you?
All
All
right.
right. I'm JT.
I'm D.
I'm Matt.
All right. Thanks.